Hey Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading. If this is your first time here, my name is Laura and I'm from babycurltarot.com. Keep in mind this reading is for any Gemini placement you want to check in on, including any planet or astrological house that may be in Gemini. Whatever it is, you are welcome here. We're going to go ahead and get right on into the message. Spiritual team, what is the overall energy for the next 7 days for my Geminis? What is the overall energy for the next 7 days for my Geminis? Okay. All right, what do we have? Cauliflower, transition. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the grape, abundance. I love it. So I'm hearing taking your power either back or strengthening it, becoming a much more forward, take no prisoners type of person, especially when it comes to your career or business matters, things like that. Just taking charge of your life in general is what I heard. Let's get into the tarot though and see what it is you guys need to know. Spiritual team, what messages do you have for my Geminis? Hello. Should I take it? I think I'm gonna pass. Let's try again. Spiritual team, what messages do you have for my Geminis for the next 7 days? What messages do you have for my Geminis for the next 7 days? All right, let's see. Come on. Okay, we have the Tower reversed. Yes. Okay, Knight of Cups reversed. Death in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords reversed. All right, let's get into the bottom of this deck. So King of Swords reversed, Strength, King of Cups reversed, and Nine of Pentacles reversed. Okay. I feel like someone is being called out for their codependency, hence why the transition of taking your power back. That's why I got that message. So the Nine of Pentacles in reverse can definitely talk about being a little codependent, or working too hard, doing too much work, not giving yourself enough time for breaks and things like that. But when I see the Nine of Pentacles reversed, I definitely get the feeling that someone is dealing with codependency, whether that's codependency from a certain type of job, whether that's a 9 to 5. Maybe it's structured a very certain way. Maybe you guys are looking more towards becoming an entrepreneur. Take what resonates, but it does feel like your legacy, whether that's financial or family wise, is being highlighted here with the Ten of Pentacles. So I think what Spirit is telling me right off the bat, in order for you to get what you want, you have to let go of some preconceived notion or idea of what stability means to you. Does that make sense? I hope it does. We have 3 court cards here in the reverse, the Knight of Cups, the King of Swords, and the King of Cups reversed. I don't know if these are people or situations, but we have a lot of emotional things going on here. So maybe this is love related for some of you. Maybe this is, this could be love related for some of you. Like I said, this could also have to do with, again, your expertise in some sort of area with the King of Swords here in the reverse. So for some of you, it feels like this could go anywhere from, again, family relationships to work. And maybe it's a combination of both. Maybe it's finding balance between your work life, your career life, and finding time for family, or finding time for love and building that life that you've always dreamed of. Yes, Geminis, you can have your cake and eat it too, is what I'm hearing. I feel like a lot of you guys are restructuring here with the Tower in reverse too. It's like you guys may have gone through something recently where your idea or routine that happens in your daily life has either stopped bringing you the joy that it used to, or stopped bringing you the satisfaction of what it means to be stable. And some of you guys are reconsidering and rebuilding what that structure and stability looks like, or that foundation for what you believe stability looks like. Now, this could be a kind of a difficult transition for you. I do see the Death card here in the reverse. So some of you guys may be fighting against this. You may be going back and forth between, well, this is what I was always taught, this is what I was always told to do, to be successful or to have the, the ideal family situation. So for you to kind of step outside of that comfort zone, it's a little difficult. Okay. And that's okay. Change is supposed to be uncomfortable. Yeah, I mean, even for someone like a mutable sign, you guys are a mutable sign. So change should be a little bit easier for my Geminis, but maybe there's an aspect of this that you're still holding on to that is still tripping you up. Okay, I'm hearing be patient with yourself and just keep going. I mean, I know it may be uncomfortable. It may be uncomfortable making this change, and, restructuring your perspective on things. But I think if you have patience with yourself and you stay consistent, you'll start to see the results that you want, okay? It's when we give up because it gets too hard, or, we just don't have the time or the energy to do it. That's where we kind of backslide. And we have to kind of start from square one, right? I'm hearing some of you are not using your creativity or your expertise in an area to its full potential. I feel like some of you may be considering looking at multiple streams of income with the King of Swords in the reverse. It feels like you're not really utilizing everything you know and can do where you are right now. So say you have a 9 to 5. Maybe you use a portion of what it is that you went to school for, or, the talents that you have towards your job, but you have a whole other list of talents and skills that you could be putting to use. And maybe part of that is why you don't really feel satisfied. Maybe you feel like there's more to life because you're not using the skills that you learned, went to school for, whatever. And that may be a part that really makes you happy. It makes you feel fulfilled. I'm also hearing for some of you in terms of relationships, there could be something in terms of relationships that is not satisfying you as well. I'm hearing some people potentially could be leaning into polyamory, maybe experimenting with different types of people that you date. Maybe it's outside of a certain gender or a certain background, culture, location. Maybe you're expanding that a little bit, but it makes you a little nervous. What are people gonna say? What is the family gonna say? Those kinds of things. You need to let go of that codependency of approval, of people saying, oh, that's too hard if you're looking at, multiple streams of income. Whatever it is, I think that codependency of what people say and their opinions, is what you need to learn to let go of and explore for yourselves. Does that make sense? I hope so, Geminis. That's what I'm getting the most. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to the Oracle deck section of the reading. We do have a new moon in Libra coming up on September 25th. So I wanted to dive into the Moonology Manifestation Oracle for you guys and see what messages we could get. All right, spiritual team, what additional messages do you have for my Geminis for the next 7 days? What additional messages do you have for my Geminis for the next 7 days? Let's see. I also heard some of you guys could be considering moving to a place that you wouldn't normally consider moving to as well. The Ten of Pentacles does talk about legacy, but I also associate it with, home life as well here and there. So maybe you guys are moving outside of an area that your family would normally settle in, and you're trying to experience something completely different. All right, we have the new moon in Gemini. Think it through. Yeah, a lot of things to consider for you guys as well. My Geminis are probably the type that like to have a plan going into things, or should have a plan going into things. Trying to go about things willy-nilly without any kind of direction or focus could have you feeling scattered and drained. And also make you feel like you're not succeeding as well. So maybe some of you guys do need to go into this with a plan of attack, so that way you don't feel so overwhelmed and more likely to give up before you really get started or see the results that you want. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. We have the full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. Okay. Yeah, so that kind of plays into the codependency a little bit. I think some of you guys are holding on to things more so about what people will say about what you're about to do, than how it actually would make you feel. Does that make sense? Do other people's opinions really matter, or do they really hold weight in your life? Or are you holding yourself back just because you're scared? Does that make sense? Ooh, yeah. Some of you guys could be feeling like people are going to say this and that about what you choose to do. And I'm pretty sure there are some people in your life that really would not care and actually would probably support you going in that direction. All right, let's get into the final oracle deck of the reading. Now, keep in mind, Geminis, whatever messages come up from this deck could be related, could be completely unrelated to what we've been talking about. It's just additional things you need to know. All right, spiritual team, what final messages do you have for my Geminis for the next 7 days? All right, let's see. All right, spiritual team, what final messages do you have for my Geminis for the next 7 days? What final messages do you have for my Geminis for the next 7 days? There we go. All right, let's see what we have. We have the cane. Pay attention to your health. Interesting. Okay, something to consider. Not really something I picked up on for you guys, but for some of you, you may need to hear that. So do pay attention to your health this week. Especially as you're going through a major change, some of you guys could dip into, you know, a mental health situation that may not be conducive for your overall health. What else? Yeah, some of you guys could run yourselves a little ragged, making yourselves extra tired. That's why I think having a plan of action going into this would be best. We also have the letter V, victory in some endeavor. Great. I love to see that as well. So this tells me that as long as you put in the right amount of effort and consistency into whatever this is for you guys, you can see some really beautiful results. I'm gonna go ahead and get my OCD straight and put these over there. Let's take a look at the bottom of each of these piles. Here we have the month of February. So some of you guys could be making these changes through the month of February or hoping to see everything kind of finalized by the month of February, especially for those of you who are moving or trying to set up like a new business, things like that. Maybe you guys have some significant Aquarius and Pisces in your chart. Those are the 2 signs born in this month. Or maybe there is someone with Aquarius and Pisces energy around you that's very significant to this message. Whatever it is, take what resonates for you. At the bottom of this half the pile, we have the desk. Pay attention to your work. Yeah, and I think that goes into what I said about having a plan of action before you really jump wholeheartedly into this. It'll definitely help you stay consistent, and it'll help you not overwork yourselves or, you know, make yourselves so exhausted and worn out that you give up too early. All right, Geminis, that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. If you want to see more content from me, I am on Instagram, TikTok, I have a blog, and all that info is below in the description box, as is my website if you want to schedule a personal reading. As always though, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!